I wanted to talk about a place that we visited last weekend.
Okay, so we were lucky enough to have the time and the opportunity to go and spend a long weekend at Inverlochy Castle in the Highlands of Scotland.
Yeah.
As a bit of a treat to ourselves, and it was quite an experience. And having spent a lot of time in large hotels and in a lot of corporate hotels, to be in a small luxury hotel that's a multi-award winner as a top castle hotel in Scotland, it really did give us a chance, I think, to get back to the roots and essence of hospitality.
Yes.
And see what good teams working well together can really deliver in terms of guest experience. What were your thoughts on it?
What I was amazed at is just the forethought of things. Like, we're in Scotland, so what do we find in the cupboard? An umbrella, which was open
We
for
put
us
that to some good use.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely fantastic. They did a picnic hamper, which I thought was really helpful, particularly when there are so many walks in the area. Just the forethought was incredible. I loved the times that we would go down for our meals and come back and find either the bed made or turned down. There was just the awareness of where we were at, what we were doing.
And not in an intrusive way.
No.
But it's the processes. None of that happens by accident.
No.
A lot of thought has gone into that as well.
An understanding of what guests need.
Yeah.
And an understanding of that is just amazing, yes.
I think also the knowledgeable staff who were comfortable in having those conversations. Some luxury hotels, I find the service very formal and impersonal.
Yes.
But I thought one of the things the staff there and the culture of service within that hotel had really got right is the difference between the kind of service you would expect in a luxury environment while still being engaging and listening and providing a bit of extra knowledge about the local area, without being just mechanical about it.
Yes, yes.
So I thought they really had that balance quite nice. And as a person who's worked with a lot of different properties, I know how tough it is with those old buildings, dealing with issues around heating and plumbing and noise and floorboards that might creak a bit and move a bit. The room was so warm, it was delightful when we arrived. That was a bit of a challenge for you, wasn't it?
Oh yes, it was really tropical. But all I had to do was ask about it, and somebody came up straight away. That was fantastic. What I also loved is, us being in the hotel industry, we of course asked questions about where the staff were at and what they were doing. And what I was really impressed was how much the opportunities of being able to learn more than what their job required. Because they were working in a small hotel, they stepped up and were doing things outside their general areas, and so learning a great deal more. And I thought giving that kind of an opportunity for people who wish to go on and do other things was truly amazing, and a real positive way of holding on to your staff, because being out in a small town area, it's really hard to keep hold of those kind of staff.
Yeah, that example of the restaurant manager having the opportunity to come down and work in one of the best London restaurants, just to have that experience. I think Jane, the general manager, really does understand the sorts of things you can do. That comes at a cost, both the time away from the business,
Yes.
but also the other associated costs. But you're setting a standard and an expectation, you're investing in those people. I think it's a really well thought out, well reasoned approach, which really does have the impacts that we saw in the customer experience. It was a great pleasure and a delight to be there, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It rejuvenated us,
Yeah.
I have to say.
Highly recommended.
Thank you very much.